Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Last time out we took a journey over from one side of the Isle of Sicily to the other side of the Isle of Sicily. We're currently in Messina or Messina. I'm not sure how exactly to pronounce that, but today we are going to be taking this on our journey. It's going to be going from Messina to Roma. It's going to be 21 tons of tyres. I really hope that the Goodyear Vector 4 Seasons actually have tyres in lorry size, just in case I have a tyre blowout. SES, that is something you need to add. Tyre blowouts to this particular simulator. You drive around, you cornering hard, you hit something hard, you drive really quickly or something, or you slam on the brakes and your wheels lock. You can have a tyre blowout due to the damage to your tyre. There we go. That's your version. What are we on right now? 1.46. So when you get to version 1.5 or something, that is what we need to have. So a year or two down the line, that would be awesome. Anyway, this is what we're going to be taking. So what we're going to do is I have to pick it up. I believe it's across the road from where I currently am. Hop on the ferry, get onto the mainland Italy, and just take the A2, A22 all the way up. In fact, let me just quickly check that. It is the A2. So it's just going to be the A2 all the way up to Rome. Rome being a place we have not been. We've circumvented it, but we have not been into it. So I'm just thinking, if we come along here, there are some toll booths, which is really annoying. If we come along this area, and then I'll go along here, down here, and then straight into Rome, where I think we're dropping off there. What I will do is I can then drop off there, and then I can go down here, and then into here, and then fix up and do a bit of a service on our truck, which probably does need a bit of a service, let's be honest. Anyway, let's grab that, and make sure you stay tuned for a journey into the evening through Italy. Right, on our way out of the DHL garage where we dropped off the crane. Why we dropped it off at DHL, I have no idea. Also, as usual for today, I have no topic. Last time I started babbling on about energy and power and fuel costs and energy costs and things like that, and what I think is or isn't a good thing with energy costs. But is it here? It isn't here, is it? It's across the road, I think. I think it's in here. Let's check. I think it is. No, that isn't it. Where is it? Where is this? Wait a minute. Was it? It wasn't exactly where we started, was it? DHL. It was literally where we started. Why did I... Okay. About to be awkward. Okay, you're about to be even more awkward. No. Watch this. Do this in front of the police. See that skill of driving? Didn't bump into anything. It's here. It's right behind me. I can see it as well. Let's change what it looks like. Have a Goodyear. Do we have a Goodyear? We have a DHL. We could just literally haul a DHL curtain sider all the way. Eddie Stobart, I do not think would be operating out here, nor would Walkers. I doubt it would be that top limit. It could be that. Could take that. Wouldn't be a dry freighter, I do not think. None of these. Yeah, none of these. I think I will take it as... Do you know what? I'll take it as a curtain sider. Which curtain sider? I'll take it as this one. There we go. Do that. Take job. And there it is. And just reverse straight into it. Ah, yes. Advanced trailer coupling. Last time it caught me out a little. Let's see if I'm getting any better at this. How's that? How's that for a trailer coupling? Are you happy with that? You are as well. I'm starting to get good at that. Right, no need to have beacons on for this, so just do a quick check, make sure my beacons are off. They are. Lights can be on. Not those. There we go. And let's get ourselves underway. Nice and quick. I say nice and quick. Come on, open up, open up, open up, open up, open up, open up. There we go. Clear on that side. Clear on this side. Let's go. Let's see if I can do this without... No, I'm not coming in there. Sorry. I apologise to the gatekeeper there, who was probably wondering what on earth is this person doing. But no, I'm not actually picking up anything from where you are. I do apologise. Right, over to mainland Italy. So, discussions, topics for today's video. Let me think. When would this video be coming out? It'd be the second week of February. I'm not sure. Well, I'll see if I can come up with something. I'm just thinking about everything that I know that's happened and come out recently that might be interesting to talk about. That isn't too out of date by this time. That's the other thing. Want to have things that are not too out of date. Because if things are out of date, then that's just going to be a little bit rubbish. I think it's going to be night by the time we... Oh, am I going to make those lights? They're not on sensors, so yes I am. Ah, these ones are. These ones are red. They're not on sensors. 3. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on, Goodyear tyres. In fact, there we go. Maybe that's something to talk about. Right, where do I go from here now? I think... Oh, it's got to be here. Porto. Yes. Here we go. Docks. I think it's on this side. I might be driving on the wrong side. I'm not even... Honestly, I'm not sure how... I can never figure out how these docks work, because I've been into docks where I've come out and it's taken me on the opposite side of the road the entire way through, and I just do not know why. I see a Fiat trailer. Look at that. Okay, over to Villa San Giovanni. 20 minutes to get there. That's pretty good. Is it going to be a 20-minute loading time? Maybe talk about tyres. Sure, why not? A boring topic. I say a boring topic. It's not really that boring. I think it's an important topic to talk about. And the reason I think it's important, right? Which way? Well, that's a bit pants. Wait a minute. Does this allow for a really nice thumbnail though? It's raining, there's a sunset going on. Is it going to look spectacular? It might just look kind of okay. Go to the right side. It might just look kind of okay. Where from though? Okay, Okay, let's do that. That's okay. By mistake, I managed to get myself what looks like a half decent picture. Yeah, that's a half decent. That's a half decent shot. The truck doesn't look too bad. Tyres, yes. One of the most important things of a vehicle. I find it strange that sometimes people do not tend to they tend not to care much about their tyres. You'll get people, they have the cheapest tyres on their car, and you think, wow, are you really serious? Do you not understand what this could do to your vehicle? Do you not understand how much better your vehicle is going to be if you actually have proper tyres? But apparently not. A lot of people just do not get it, which is surprising to me. So for me on my car, and again, I'm going to point out this is not sponsored or anything. It's definitely not sponsored. But that was a pretty good turn. But I have Michelin Pilot Sport 4s on my car. I cannot put 4Ss because I do not have a large enough wheel. So it's I think the 4Ss are for 19-inch wheels. I do not have a 19-inch wheel, 19-inch rim size on my car, so I cannot do that. But I do have the, as I said, I do have the Pilot Sports 4s, and they are summer tyres. Now this is one other thing that I probably should talk about. Where I live, which is the UK, we tend not to have the harshest of winters, shall we say. Sometimes we get snow. The temperatures can go down to -10, -15 at times. Sometimes -20 degrees Celsius, that is. But it's not ever really that harsh. So my Pilot Sport 4s are pretty okay through it all. If I were to, and this might be what I get next time when I change my tyres out, given that we do still have cold winters, not really snowy winters, but cold winters, I might look at swapping over to the Pilot Sport, I think it's called the Pilot Sport Cross Climate. I believe that is what it's called. So I might look at swapping out to this Pilot Sport Cross Climate tyres, just so that I have better grip in the winter. But the reason I purchased those tyres is because I wanted a high grip tyre. Just give that guy enough room to. Nope, it's not going to be able to do it. The roads are 50 in Italy. Interesting. Okay, fine. So I wanted a nice high grip tyre with, okay, the characteristics of the tyre are not the best, I will admit. The characteristics of the tyre, they're a little bit understeery, I would say. So they are a little bit understeery, but they do have a lot of grip. It's a progressive fall off on the grip. It's not a sudden snap, and I think that for day-to-day driving, it's really good to have a tyre like that. And I think it's really important for everybody to have really high quality tyres. If you're going to spend on something on your car, spend on the tyres and brakes. At the end of the day, the tyres and brakes. Tyres are literally the only thing that keeps you in contact with the road. So if those are poor, then you might as well be setting yourself up for an accident. And brakes are literally what help you stop. So you really want to ensure that those are in a really good condition. What is going on here? Why did this person in the, is that a Mitsubishi or Shogun maybe? Why did he brake? So yes, as I said, I use Michelin tyres. The reason I use them is because I think that they are the best for what I want and what I do. There are also these Goodyear ones that I'm carrying with me. I think they're pretty good. I'm not sure if they're really good, but they're pretty good. There's some Dunlop ones. I haven't seen Dunlop ranking very highly as of late. Obviously I know Goodyear have, Pirelli have, Michelin have. Bridgestone, I think that Bridgestone, the Potenzas are not bad at all as summer tyres. Again, I'm not sure what their all-season grip is. What is going on here? I am going to be late because of these lot. There we go. So yes, tyres, very important. Brakes, very important as well. That's something that I need to improve on my own car. I need to redo my brakes. People often, they wait until their brake pads are completely and utterly worn before they do anything about it. And I think that's crazy. You're waiting until you've literally grinding metal against metal, and then you think your car's going to stop. It's a bit, I'm just not sure. It's just a weird thing. And general maintenance, I've started realizing that people know less and less and less about general maintenance of cars nowadays. I guess they just throw it into a garage and be done with it. They do less at home. Now, perfectly understandable if you do not have the time. That guy is slipstreaming that lorry like nobody's business. Just look in the mirror. That is a little bit dangerous, I would say. I can understand, if you do not have the time for such a thing. But people, for example, do not check their oil. I know of somebody once who, and again, I'm not going to name them or anything like that, but they were talking about never having checked the oil on their car ever, or servicing their car, and it was making all sorts of funny noises, grinding noises. I'm guessing that the oil was so bad and probably so low that the metal was grinding, all the metal inside the car was grinding. I'm thinking that's really bad. And these are not uneducated people or people who are new drivers. These are people who have been driving for a while. Even new drivers, I think everybody should. I'm not sure, this isn't part of a driving test, but I think perhaps it should be part of a driving test. We should have to actually be able to name, we're going uphill, aren't we? We should be able to have to name parts of a car, parts of an engine, successfully, and there should be a test telling you, asking, how do you check the oil in a car? How do you check the brake fluid? Where's the brake reservoir? Where's the power steering reservoir? What do the different dials mean in the car? What does this symbol mean? The water temperature, the oil temperature, if you have oil temperature. What should you be looking out for? What's this sort of noise? What's that sort of noise? So if you hear a grinding when braking, what's that telling you? If you feel the car pulling to the side in a specific way, what's that telling you? That sort of stuff, I think, is so very important. Ooh. Go on, I'm going to let that lorry come in. Go on. There you go. And then that guy can come in behind me. There we go. Perfect. So I just think that these are things that need to be on a test. How do you check for... And I know that these things are probably in the theory tests, but I just do not think that that's... Personally, I do not think that's enough. I think it needs to be in the actual tests, and maybe in your country, if you're watching this from another country, perhaps in your country it is. But you know, an examiner should take you around the car and go, right, how do you check the tread on this tyre? How do you check for whether this car is burning oil? Things like that. And obviously the car will, if it's a instructor's car, it most likely will not be doing these things, but it is really important to be able to recognize it, to say, you know, how do you know if the car's burning oil? There'll be this sort of smell. If there might be an oily residue in the exhaust, for example, things like that. When you're driving, it might have smoke, a dark coloured smoke, or diesel, maybe a bluey colour smoke, something like that. So just putting that out there and putting that forward to test, to make sure that a potential driver that's going to be driving on the road very soon knows how to drive a car and knows the basic ideas of when a car's going wrong, so that they can head off problems before they occur in some ways. Yeah, if you can feel that you have a slow puncture, and you know exactly what a slow puncture should feel like, or would feel like, then if you have a slow puncture, you know to immediately check that tyre out instead of driving around on it and risking damaging your car. If you have oil coming out from the exhaust, because you see people driving with smoke pouring out of the exhaust, it might be their head gasket's gone or something, and that's causing problems, and they just keep driving, and you're watching and you see these plumes of smoke coming out of the car, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, that is a little dangerous. Surely they'd be looking at that, but apparently, you know, people just do not. It's really strange. It's really, really strange. And do not get me wrong, I'm not expecting everybody to know every single thing about cars. I do not expect the average person to be able to tell me how a turbocharger works. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is that they should be able to tell me when their turbocharger's causing problems, when their turbocharger's going. That kind of thing, you know, the sound of it gets a lot louder, it starts whining a lot, you start losing pressure, you start hearing it, you start losing power, you know you've got a problem with your turbocharger. If you've got a turbocharger in your car, of course. And that's another thing, they should know what is contained within their car. What sort of aspiration is your car? Is it naturally aspirated? Is it turbocharged? Is it twin turbocharged? Is it supercharged? And they should understand what that means, at least in a basic sense. What is this turbocharger doing? What does it mean? And then how does that relate to how you are going to be driving? So for example, if you have a car, I'll give you an example, a Vauxhall, and I know this from experience. You have a Vauxhall, an Insignia. The turbocharger generates a lot of power, and the car's fairly heavy. Now, because of that, if you fall off the turbo, you go around a corner, and in a naturally aspirated car, you would have it. You'd be fine. You know, you press the accelerator, and the car will respond. But in a turbocharged car, particularly like that one, you'll find that if you do such a thing, there will be no response. There will be the car. Well, I say no response. There will be a massive delay in the response, and it will feel like you have got no power. How do I know this? Because I've done it by mistake. I say by mistake. I've done it because I had no idea what the turbo was like on that car. But as soon as I did it, I understood. I did it once, and I understood exactly what I needed to do, how I needed to drive the car, because I understood this car's got a turbocharger. That was a lot of turbo lag. Therefore, I need to ensure that I drop down gears nice and early, even though in another car that would not be a problem. And that is what I went and did. Now, obviously, as I said, you could make mistakes, and that's not a problem. But it's another one of them. Is it a fire? Is it an accident? It's a fire. Did that look like tyres? Maybe I'm taking out the I'm bringing the replacement tyres for that cargo. So yeah, things like that. As I said, turbocharger. Just know what a turbocharger is. How is that going to have an impact on your vehicle, and how it's going to drive. Know when your tyres need to be checked and how to check your tyres. I know that this is something that people will see online. Oh yeah, this is how you check your tyres. You take a 20 pence piece or whatever, or you look at this and you look for these marks on the tyres, and that tells you where the limit of the tread is, or whatever. Can I be in this lane? I may not be allowed to be in this lane. This might be the wrong lane. I may have to do a quick no. This is now a 3-lane motorway. Lovely. At least for now, it seems. What does that say? Sorry, I do not know what that means. I have no idea what that means. Something being prudent? Maybe keep an eye out for something? I'm not sure. Really am not sure here. This is a very nice tunnel though. Okay, something about this tunnel. It was something about this tunnel. Maybe be aware in the tunnel or something like that. You should be aware everywhere, but there we go. Still a long while to go on this journey. 165 miles. We do have a toll booth coming up, and we're nearing the half-hour mark for this video. But as I said, I will just finish this one off. I do not think it will take too much longer. Another 15 minutes again can be near a 45-minute video. I'm done talking about the what's it called though. I am pretty much done talking about tyres and brakes and people driving. This one's a telepass. Maybe it's these lines on the road that tell me what telepass is. So you saw those yellow lines. Maybe that's what the telepass ones are. I'm not entirely sure. Napoli's this way. I am not going to Napoli. I'm going straight towards, well, Napoli is that way as well, but going towards Rome. I wonder if the Colosseum is in this. Be nice to see the Colosseum. said Colosseum. So is it Colosseum or Colosseum? That's it. That's the, because when I was younger, I used to say Colosseum, and then I cannot remember who I heard say Colosseum. I guess it's just a matter of I suppose overall it's just a matter of inflection on accent, isn't it? Really, if you think about it. I suppose it is just inflection on accent. Colosseum, Colosseum. I think I might make it on this delivery. As long as I've got, if I manage to get down to 100 miles to go, with them telling me that they expect the delivery soon, I should be, in theory, I should be okay. It all depends on how I manage to reverse this, but this doesn't have the weird rear wheel steering, so that's a positive. And obviously I am just creeping with my speed just a little. I did not know the motorways in Italy are 50 mile per hour. So 80. I thought they'd be 70. Although I say that 50 mile per hour is 50 mile per hour for trucks, which is what we have in the, well, no, we have 60 in the UK, but yes, it is a little bit slower than UK motorways. Right, North Napoli is in that direction. Okay. Problem. I can get this gap. I can make this gap. Look at that. Too fast, too furious. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say that again. Oh, good grief. What the? Are you actually kidding me? That person actually... Okay. Yeah, you're going to stop because that was just something else. So those two lanes became one. So I saw him indicating and I was wondering, why is he indicating across? So the two lanes became... I did not see a sign anywhere saying that it was merging at all. Please correct me if I'm wrong, if you saw a sign saying lanes merging. I did not. Roma, straight ahead. Well, I say straight ahead, on this road. 97 miles, 2 hours. I think I'm in a good position here. This one should not be late, provided I can reverse it. That is the one proviso on this. If I can reverse this in one go, we should be good. But I mean, I managed to hook up the trailer with one shot, so that was, well, I say impressive. That was better than last time, not really impressive. I really need to find more time to record videos. It is very difficult at the moment, as you may have noticed that how sporadic videos are. It is very difficult for me to record videos at the moment. I have no idea what this area is and what this junction is. It is something. But we seem to be doing okay. Fuel wise, I will fill up in Rome. We got down to half a tank, we're okay. The reason I'm saying that is that I did see that there is a petrol station up ahead, or filling station. Obviously we fill diesel. I keep saying petrol, I'm used to saying petrol. Obviously in this lorry it's diesel. That would be great, following on from my last video's discussion about petrol. it would be great to have clean diesel as well, through the same process that Bosch is working on for petrol. Then all these trucks can keep running, and we can still enjoy the noises of cars and all of that kind of stuff, and enjoy cars and manual vehicles and older vehicles instead of all this new automatic stuff and auto drive and whatnot. And still be helping the environment as opposed to doing any hindrance, in addition to anything else that we do. So, you know, recycling or carbon offsetting or planting trees or helping the economy, sorry, not the economy, helping plant things like, are we coming back across here? We are. There you go, you can come across. Helping in the environment and animals, ecology, not economy, ecology, and all of that kind of stuff, ensuring that, see, I think a lot of people always, when they talk about saving the environment, lots of people are thinking, oh, we've got to recycle, we buy electric cars, which again, I'm not even going to go into how bad an idea that actually is. Especially with the way these cars are built and everything like that. And they talk about all of this stuff, which is, you know, fine. Of course we should recycle, of course we should do that, but also we should be looking and thinking, do I need to drive my car 5 minutes down the road? Yeah, I don't know what that sign means. Do I need to be driving my car 5 minutes down the road? No? Okay, then why am I driving my car 5 minutes down the road? Doesn't make any sense. So, walk. Do I need to be, I don't know, do I need to be charging my phone and using it in the way I do? If I'm going to put out which way am I going? Quickly. I do not want to head towards Firenze. I'm heading towards Rome, not Firenze. Yes, this is the junction I was going to take in the first place. So, do you need to be posting that particular thing to Instagram or to Snapchat or whatever, posting your food? And the reason I say this is because all of that does use energy, and if you're doing it for no apparent reason, you just think, oh, it's just something I do, think about it. Those things can help. The other thing is, people do not think about the environment. The Amazon rainforest is being taken down at a tremendous rate and has been for the past few decades. That is something that governments need to step in and put a stop to. That carbon sinkhole for us is so vital. It is so vital. But, you know, those are the things that I think also need to be thought about. Roma South? Yep, that sounds about right. What's this traffic? What's this nightmare? It's not traffic, it's just a speed limit? Okay, fine. I see my destination, and we haven't got a call saying, oh, they're expecting delivery soon. So I think we're in a good situation here. We're in a really good situation. So here's something for you guys to comment on. Two things. One, if you have a vehicle, what do you do to look after your vehicle? Do you check your oil, tire pressures? Do you ensure that your tires have the right tread? brakes, things like that. Do you take a look at all of that, or do you just leave it to your Do you just leave it to your service? And how often? Obviously, some people, it depends on how much you drive, I guess. So I'll be honest, I do not check mine often, but if I am going to be doing a longer journey, then I will, but that's because I do not drive my car much. And so I do not need to check it as often. Here's our destination. Where am I parking? Looks like, am I parking between two trailers again? I am. I'm parking between two trailers, but there is a one trailer gap on either side. So that's fine by me. What is that? BASF. I don't know what they're carrying on that. Oh look, this actually has both in and out. That's interesting. The actual left and right driving around through this place. Do not think DHL had that. Okay, do I remember how to do this with a normal trailer? I feel like I should. So, let's give it a go. That's it. Straighten it up a bit. Uh-oh. Wasn't watching. Is that in or not? That's in. There we go. It's not quite in the middle, I do not think. I think I'm slightly over, but it's fine. That's not too bad at all. Straighten up my wheel. Otherwise, I think it's wonky again. There we go. Switch off my lights. Perfect. And detach the cargo. So yeah, one thing about cars. How often do you service them if you have it? And secondly, what do you think about saving the environment? What ways do you do it? Do you recycle? Do you give to charity? Helping animals? Helping the rainforests? Planting trees? What kind of things do you do? Do you do carbon offsetting? Be interesting to know. Halfway to level 20, just going to check the current company offers, see what there is available, just out of curiosity. I think I may have just crashed. Nope, there it goes. Almost crashed it. We have some Pirellis to take over. It's back down that road, going the opposite direction and then going across to Bari, or from Roma all the way to... That's the Czech Republic, isn't it? No, CH, Switzerland. Bern. Should have known that. CH, yep. It even says Schweiz. There. Geneva. That's on the border. So again, we're going there. See, that one, pneumatic. Dust extractors. I should have, and I cannot seem to find it. There should be a set of hoovers. But I cannot seem to find that particular... Yeah, I just cannot seem to find that particular trailer, which is kind of annoying. Really annoying. Anyway, what else was there? That is roll roofing going to Bern. Okay, fine. And tableware going to Slovenia? I think that's Slovenia that we're going over to. So that's interesting, but we shall see. For now, I shall end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so. Link in the description box below. And if you can also find me on social media, I was going to say if you can support me, but If you want to, you can find me on social media at ECGadgetLB for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me, and I'll see you next time in Euro Truck Simulator 2. And here's another one, just to talk about what you do to help the environment. Do not leave things on standby in your home. If there's one thing you've picked up from this, if you made it right to the end, do not leave things on standby in your home. Switch them off, because in the United States of America, 1 year of the population that currently leaves things on standby, the power that is wasted and the pollution that is caused from that power wastage in 1 year is worth over 280 years, roughly, of current Formula One regulations. Figured that out, found that out from JM on cars, but also I did my research and it is about right. That actually does equate quite well. So do not leave things on standby. Make sure you switch them off when you are not using them. That will actually save power. That is one thing you can do to help the environment right now, and it's extremely easy. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.